Hi guys, welcome to Nine Links. This is your host Alex. Last night we think of it as a big spring shower, really big rain and very windy. So it knocked over my pot right there for the orange jasmine. Keep in mind, that's one thing bad about clay pots. Once they knock over, they're very fragile. They'll break. So winter time, if it's too cold out there, it will crack as well. And clay pots are typically pretty heavy once you get the plant into big size. For example, if I were to use that size of container as a clay pot of that size, it's going to be very heavy to move back and forth. If you have plants that stay outside all year round, then have a clay pot. It's good. But most of the time in Texas, actually going with the plastic container is better because of the heat in the summertime. It dries up the potting mix quite fast. So I'm a big advocate for the clay pot. Actually, I really love clay pots, but sometimes when you're picking the plant containers, you have to decide whether it's practical or not practical. So in certain area, if you have small plants, you have planted on the clay pot, it's healthier for them. It's a better air circulation with the clay pots. With plastic container, the air circulation is not as great. However, in Texas, because of the heat, I use a plastic container and I use a good potting mix. So that way it does not, if you use a bad potting mix, the container itself does not have a really good air circulation. The plastic container, doesn't have a good air circulation already. If you use the bad potting mix, you'll suffocate the roots of the plants. So overall, I recommend clay, but if you are in Texas, you have big plants, I suggest going with the plastic container. So anyway, back to the subject. So the plants, the orange jasmine got knocked over last night and fell sideways and cracked the clay pot this morning. So you can see the roots are very healthy here. Let me move it closer. You can see the roots are very healthy on the side, all white, and it's not really root bounded yet, but it's getting there. So might as well take this chance to pot it up into a bigger size over there. I got the potting mix ready. It's just very general standard potting mix. Doesn't have to be very expensive. Of course, you can go for expensive kind, or you can make your own. You buy the peat moss, you buy the what was that word? Vermiculite and perlite mixed together. You can create it that way too. But typically, I think this expert garden, they're not the best, but they'll do just fine. And my all-time favorite, you guys know me if you follow my video, Osmocote. Very good foundation fertilizer. Provide all the micronutrients plus the major 3 NPK. So it's pretty good. So let's get ready to pot. And as you can see, guys, when you dump it out, this potting mix is not the best, like I say, but it will be suffice. You see, there's perlite in there, there's barks and wooden chips and stuff in there, and we're gonna mix Osmocote in here, and then we're gonna move the plants, orange jasmine from over there to over here. Now, the reason I want to do the repot as soon as I saw the thing on the side crack is you just don't want to expose the plant roots outside to sunlight, to an environment too long, because it is going to stress the plant out. Okay, all right, let's get to mixing. All right, guys, you can see it's very easy to lift up. It's, like I say, it's getting towards the root bound. By looking around, you can see it's very healthy. You can see the previous mix I used is very acidic. You have barks and stuff in there, peat moss in there. So we just lift it up. Now, a lot of people will say when you pot, you want to lose the roots and maybe lose them up on the bottom, lose them up on the side, so they branch out to the new potting mix and new container more evenly, faster. But I typically don't do that. Reason being is if I do that, it costs more to the root shot. And every time when I pot up to a bigger size container, I just move the plants out and put it in a new potting mix and start putting stuff in. That way there's less root shots, and trust me on this, from my experience, the plants, they're gonna go outward when the roots search for nutrients. A lot of other plant gardeners will tell you the roots will circulate around the root ball and suffocate the plant, but that's actually not the case, because a lot of times if there's no nutrient right here and the nutrients are out here, the plant is just follow its natural way of survival. Okay, there's more resource up here, I'm gonna send more roots out here and grab them. If there's no resource inside anymore, they're gonna allocate all those resources, growing new roots coming out. So if you keep saying this plant will circling the roots around it, and then suffocate the plant, that is not true. Okay, it's not true. If you just think about it for common sense, if I have this big of pots and this much potting mix out here and nutrients all out here, the plant's roots are not going to stay here, keep circling around and kill itself. It will come out and search for the plant and grow new roots out. Okay, all right, that's just a small thing here. All right, there you have it, guys. Finished potting this potted up, whatever you need to call it. You notice I put the thing in the center and surrounded with the new potting mix, and I did not disturb the root much. And we collected some rainwater on the side last night, so we're going to use that rainwater to water it in. I think I could have used a little bit more for like potting mix on the side, but that bag just happened to be on the to that level, so it's all good. There's plenty of room for new growth, and this orange jasmine, they grows really fast, so they're pretty resilient too. So I'm not afraid of it's gonna be really stressed out or not. I'm probably giving it a week. It's gonna grow really well. It's already doing it. All right, take care, guys. See you next time.